the pilot of the light plane elected to delay landing at Columbia Airport in Tuolumne County because of bad weather. Newswatch 13's Craig Prosser went to the scene this morning, and he now has a report from our Stockton News Center. Craig?
Marianne, 2 of the victims have been people in need. The pilot and his wife, believed to be Walter and Ramona East, were prominent residents of Jamestown. The identities of the other female passengers have not yet been released. As Jerome Gray reports, the crash took place last night after the 4 left a Sacramento meeting of the Flying Samaritans.
These hills just outside of Jamestown are dotted with wreckage from the plane crash that claimed the lives of 4 Sonora area residents. The Piper Comanche aircraft and 2 other planes were headed for the Columbia Airport late last night.
2 of the airplanes made it in. They talked to this particular airplane that's involved in the crash by radio, and the indications are there that he was having problem with visibility. He saw the beacon light of the airport, but he was telling them on the radio he could not see the runway.
The last radio transmission from the pilot of the ill-fated craft: "I see the moon." Authorities say before the final impact, the aircraft clipped a number of trees, scattering parts of the plane over a 500-yard area.
I'm ready.
The steep terrain and thick brush around the crash site will make it extremely difficult to recover the bodies. Mounted search and rescue teams were called in for assistance. At the Columbia Airport, sadness and insight into what may have happened. Flight instructor Ed Matthews is familiar with last night's weather conditions, and he knew the pilot, Walter East.
He missed the approach into runway 35 and went up inside the clouds, and evidently was unable to control the airplane strictly by reference to instruments.
Is he the type of pilot who should have or would have been able to steer clear of that type of a situation, do you think?
His proficiency was lacking in the area of flying by reference to instruments is really the bottom line.
In previous years, and after a period of inactivity, had gotten back into the program in earnest. Marianne?
Do they think that maybe the delay in the amount of time he's been flying lately contributed, that he was a bit rusty, perhaps?
Well, it wasn't that he's a bit rusty because he had been flying. It's just that business pressures had kept him from being active in the Flying Samaritans. The disorientation because of the weather is the only thing that people can say right now. Just speculation until the FAA gets in, and they won't be on the scene until tomorrow.
Aviación, el aparato salió de Sacramento y trató de aterrizar anoche en el aeropuerto de Columbia, localizado en las faldas de la sierra. Aparentemente había muchas nubes en el área y el piloto no pudo aterrizar, comunicando por radio que trataría de hacerlo en Oakdale. Sin embargo, el aparato se precipitó a tierra, causando la muerte de sus 4 pasajeros. Los restos del avión fueron encontrados esta mañana 2 millas al sur de Jamestown. Se cree que los 4 ocupantes de la nave eran originarios del área de Sonora.